Hey, how are
Hey,
you, Diego? You alright?
I'm very good, man. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Good. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, man.
Hey, this is amazing. Thank you for the opportunity for being here, man. It's amazing. Thank you.
It's a
I
pleasure,
was
man.
I was asking the boys for shout outs. I was like, oh, make sure you give me a shout out, man. Just it's fun. It was fun watching the boys, and now it's fun to be here. Thank you.
That's it, man. We try to get everybody from Nova Força to join,
Nice. Yeah.
So we can get to know more about, we can get to know each other more.
Yes. Yes. I think
Yeah,
that's
man.
very nice.
That's good. And also this time, this time of
Yeah.
quarantine. So everybody's doing their own thing and we all apart. So that's a one way for us to be together. So
Yeah.
it's
That's the one great
pretty
thing about Nova Forza, right? Everyone is so unite. Everyone is always together, and staying together in times like this makes us realize how strong the Force as a family is.
that's
It's
it.
pretty nice, man. It's amazing.
Yes, that's it. And how are you doing? How are you coping with the lockdown?
Oh, you know what? It's going really good. Times are hard. It's hard for everyone financially. Economically, everyone is suffering with this. So it's useless to talk about it. So I'm doing bad financially because everyone is. So you don't have to ask. So taking the positive side, I'm able to work really hard and then rest, which I have never been able to do. So I can really push my heart in a session, and I'll have the rest of the day off, and the next day I can push myself hard again. So it's I was never able to do that, and to be able to do this, it's amazing, man. Times are getting better now. Things are going back to normal in my field of work and stuff. So I'm starting to not get as much rest anymore.
Yes.
So I'm like, man, but so I'm making the most out of it, man. I'm having a blast as I can.
Oh, that's amazing, Diego.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. And I saw some clips of you training, doing some workouts and doing lots of
Yes.
who is doing your training? Are you doing
Oh,
yourself
it's
or
just
anyone?
me. Yeah, I was just going on, people that I like watching. I like Mike Chandler. He's a fighter, he's a Bellator fighter. I like Theodoro. He's a strength and conditioning coach, and I like watching what he does. So I like just taking the stuff he puts out on YouTube, free stuff, and effective, because I just
Yes.
feel better whenever I go on the bag or I do shadow boxing, whatever. I just feel better with the exercises that I've been doing. So it's fun.
That's it, man. Yeah, I saw you with a bag as well. You put the bag in the tree the other day.
Yeah,
Did,
we
did
have
you
a
take
com.
the did you take the bag to the park? How did you do that?
No, no, it's in my house. We have a
Uh,
communal garden. So
okay.
my neighbors, they're really nice. We have to share the garden with everyone else. So they were like, "Oh, you can't train in here," but it's it's not as comfortable with it when you're doing it and you got your neighbors watching you. You're like you throw something and you looking to see if they're looking as well. But they're really good. They're really fun. They're really fun people. So I just put it there. Now I'm working out there.
That's it. I saw that. Super
Yeah.
intense, man. Yeah, that's very good. And something that I've been practicing. I
Oh, have you?
there's a group on the WhatsApp. I've been
Mm.
practicing how to do skipping rope
Oh,
since the
nice.
beginning of the quarantine. But I do like maybe a couple of minutes and then I just have to stop and then start again. It's
You
very tricky, isn't it?
there'll be a time where you just get it, and then it's just easy. So it's
Yeah.
a struggle until you go, oh wow, and then you don't know how you didn't know before. It's like you see, there's no rush. You just keep doing what you're doing, and one day it's just gonna happen.
That's it, man. I've been trying. I've been trying.
Yeah.
we
No,
had
it's fun though.
we had
Skip.
Mr. Intense here, and he really talked good things about you. He said
Oh yeah,
you're
he's my
always
brother.
asking him to go to Brazil. So tell us
Yes.
a little bit. How's your training in Brazil, and how's your life
Um,
here in Brazil?
well, in Brazil, again, let's say before I went there, I had never had an athlete's life, like, just full on athletes, professional athlete's life. I've always had to work up until whatever time there was because for whoever don't know, I do cleaning, house cleaning. My family has a cleaning business. So there's never a time where you finish. Sometimes you have
Yeah.
10 hours, sometimes you have 8. So we never know. We can never make training schedules. So I'll train whenever I could. And when I went to Brazil, it was I have a gym that we opened a gym, but Brazilian MMA, and
Wow.
it was open the gym, travel from my gym to my coach's gym in Brazil. Shout out New Level Muay Thai Academy, Alex Shadu. I'll train with him, get the best training, best striking training, best sparring, and then I'll go back to my own gym and then kick out the day. So I'll work out and then I'll have lunch and then I'll teach a class and then I'll train as well and then I'll teach it another 3 classes and that's it. And the next day I'll do the same thing again. And man, it was just amazing. It was a really nice time because I was
Yeah.
just living that dream.
Yes.
Most people they have this career and then they retire and then they do that. I'm blessed enough to have it before I even start my career, my own career.
And where is your gym in Brazil?
It's Goiânia. It's it.
Goiânia,
Well,
yeah.
next to Goiânia, Senador Canedo. To the people that are watching, they're like, "Oh, it's not Goiânia here, it's Senador Canedo." So it's next to it.
Oh, good, man. That's
Yeah,
amazing. And the gym's still running,
yeah.
even though
Well, we on lockdown, so
it got down as well.
yeah, they gave us a notice, so we're waiting on them to give us a day so we can reopen and
Go
start
back
things
again to
again.
the
Yeah.
yes, man. And when did you start with martial arts? How did it happen? When was your first contact with martial arts?
My first contact was a friend of mine. His name is David Nomia. The Fusion guys know him. He fought there a couple of times. No, Força people know him as well. He ages ago, he used to go there to do stand up, just a few classes, a few jiu-jitsu classes, but he was more there for the Thai classes. And my brother met him at college and brought him to our house. And we used to play fight, and he used to just submit us so easy. He was a jiu-jitsu guy back in the day, and
Uh,
he started showing us this jiu-jitsu, and we didn't know what it was until he took us to one of the classes, and we tried it and liked it. And since then we've been training.
oh, that's amazing. So it was about
Yeah.
how old are you again? 11,
No, no, no. I was let's see, 17, I think.
17, 17.
Yeah. That was the first
Yeah,
contact I had with someone, wanting to teach me martial arts. I've done it when I was a tiny little kid back in
yeah.
Brazil. I've done capoeira for three
Oh,
years.
capoeira
Yeah,
is cool.
and
Yes.
then I stopped that completely. When I even forgot about it. Like, I had no more contact with martial arts. And then when I came back here, I mean, not came back. When I came here, I met this friend, and that's when someone showed interest in teaching me martial arts, and
Good,
I
good.
liked learning. Yeah.
And when did you get to Nova Força? How did you get to meet the Nova Força team?
You know what? There was a time where I was training in a I had so I had this friend who showed me jiu-jitsu first out of everything. And then I had this other friend who showed me stand up. He showed me striking. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this guy. So I went to the striking ways. And
Yes.
then after after let's say a year of doing striking, I went to a jiu-jitsu gym, Gracie Garcia. And then I just fell in love with jiu-jitsu. I started doing jiu-jitsu, all day. I was just living at the gym basically. So I started doing MMA. I started fighting MMA. And then my coach said, look, I cannot train you in MMA. I only train jiu-jitsu. You know a little bit of stand-up, and now you're doing jiu-jitsu, but it's not enough. You have to do MMA. Go to these people here. So he sent me to Lion's Pride. Like he
Uh,
knew a couple of guys from there, so he sent me there. So when I went there, I remember training with Curtis, and Curtis wasn't even that great, he wasn't even that good. And then Curtis disappeared. He was like, "Hey," we was like, "Where's Curtis? Curtis gone." And then after a while, Curtis come back. He started submitting everyone. He's good, man. He's like, he's calm. He's thinking about it on the floor. He's good. He's like, what happened? What happened to Curtis? And then we started talking. Mo started telling me, "Oh, yeah, I think he's going to this place number four, so you need to go and check it out. It's closer to
uh,
your house, blah blah." So that's when I started searching about Nova Força and learned about them and made the move.
that's it, yeah, man. And
Yeah, see.
I always tell the guys, you Brazilian as well, you probably know, Nova Força is the proper Brazilian roots jiu-jitsu
Yes,
gym, isn't it? It's like
yes.
a,
It's proper. In Brazil, with so much politics, man. In Brazil, the
yes.
jiu-jitsu is so much politics. Like there's so many different type of jiu-jitsu that you can't even just say jiu-jitsu. Especially, not especially, at least where I'm from. in my area over there, if you just say jiu-jitsu, they ask which type. You know, it's not just like jiu-jitsu. Over here, you say jiu-jitsu, yeah, cool. Gi, no gi, you know?
Yeah.
Over there, you have to specify because there's one now that you punch the guy when you're
Yeah,
on the
with the
ground.
punch. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Oh, man.
That's different. And Goiânia, the Goiânia, they have a lot of people. The fighting, it's quite big in Goiânia, isn't it? There's a
Yes,
lot of
yes.
gyms and
Yeah, they do. They train that as well. Like, how do you even train that? You
yes, they
just
do.
smacking people. Yeah. Oh, oh well.
And I saw your fight. Some of your like it's pretty much half half. You got like some striking. You won by striking, and some of them you got like submission, guillotine, armbar. So which one you like to use most when you're fighting,
You know
Diego?
what? Um, right now I need to fight again. Oh, you just see this. Look, I got Mestrão. Mestrão is right here.
Yeah,
We got Alex that's here. That's this was Bellator and Alex Aaron Blackwell here. They always
that's
came in my
it.
living room. Yeah, I like working out here at the living room because I see them watching, so I can't slack around. You know, it's watching.
That's
Man,
a good one.
yeah. You know what? I have to fight again because with me, I went through a mental growth when I was in Brazil. So I need to fight again and see where I'm more comfortable. I just feel like I grew a lot. In Before, I would be like, I'm never one to give up, right? But before, mentally, I would get to almost give up point. There's feeling really confident, and then there's giving up. But there's like just that middle point there, and I would get there really quick. I would never give up, but I would never push myself. Explode myself out of a situation. Right now, I feel like I have this. So before, whenever you saw me on the ground, it was out of it was a defensive move. It wasn't an
Mm,
aggressive move. I was there, but not out of my own will. So if you ask me back then, it's always striking because there I'm controlling the situation. Whenever I hit the ground, it was always a defensive thing. Right now, I feel like I can put out what I want to do more. So if I go to the ground, it's because I want to be there. Do you know what I'm saying?
that's
So
it. Yeah.
I really wanna. One thing I really need to do is spar. Obviously, I need to get my sparring going. I found out one thing in Brazil. I was getting ready for a fight in Brazil when I was sparring 3 times a week, doing shark tanking on a Tuesday, and then normal sparring on a Wednesday and shark tanking on a Thursday again. And I realized you can see things when you're sparring. When you get into a habit of just sparring, you start seeing things. So I want to get this. I want to get to that same point in jiu-jitsu, in MMA sparring, in wrestling sparring. So I need to
Yeah.
spar and see. I
That's
don't have an
it.
answer for it right now, but I need
Yeah.
to. I
And
need to
I
find
know
out.
your fights also, they finish pretty quickly. Like usually you finish it in the first round. We
Yeah,
had
but
some people that they came here and then like we had Amar that's there and you
mm,
can see that he's a guy that he thinks a lot when he's fighting. And then you had
yes,
Mr. Intense that he comes in like ready for it, like with
yeah.
blood in his eyes. Which kind of fighter do you think you are, Diego? You
Again,
consider yourself?
before out of I'm never one to feel nervous, to be like, oh, I'm scared of this or that. I have two ways that I know I'm nervous that I even stop myself from doing certain things. Right before I fight, right, a couple of hours before I walk out to fight, my knees hurt real bad, and my mouth goes really dry. So I know that I can drink as much water as I want. That day first will not go away. So I just stop myself from drinking water, and I ignore the pains in my knees. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm not nervous. Um, so when I start fighting, that's when it kicks in at once. So I always try to do that stupid one punch thing, like "Whoa," just go,
Yeah.
just go wild. After I throw that one punch, everything goes into place, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, relax. So I'm calm. I'm a calm guy, but once I hit them, it's like I couldn't stop myself from giving myself a little time and thinking about the situation. I have to finish them right there. That was before Brazil, Diego. Now I need to
Yes.
fight. I need to put myself in that situation and see, what's going on. I feel like I'll think more. So I feel like I'll hit clearer combinations. I see the punches there, and I feel like I'll hit them more clean. I'll do what I want to do, as opposed to what I have to do to not get knocked out at that situation, if you know what I mean.
That's it. Yeah, we just had a question there from Brooks Garden about. Can you explain to them a bit about the Shark Tank? How does it work?
It's hell. It's literally it's hell. And whoever's watching, they normally watch with a smile on their face because they're devils. No, I'm joking. It's it's you know, fake friends, fake friends when they gather around to just beat you up. So Shark Tank, and you go in the middle, and then you have a friend, you know, your sparring partner. He goes in, let's say, a minute. So you spar him for a minute. He jumps out. Someone else fresh jumps in. He spars you for a minute. That person jumps out. Someone else jumps in. So they just keep on coming and whatever. If you're doing a 5 minute, you know, round fight, you normally have to do more than that. So you'd have to do 8 guys. I don't know, seven
That's
guys,
it.
8 guys.
That's it.
It,
That's it. The answer for you there, guys.
yeah,
Yes.
man, it's tough, you know. But once you get the understanding of sparring and you get used to it, because I did it for so long that I just got used to it. It's fun. It's not as difficult as it seems. Like it is when it's hell when you unfit. You know, when you get thrown in there and you don't have the cardio to back it up. It's oh my god, it's horrible. So when you have the cardio to back it up, it's fun. It's fun.
That's it. And Diego, I know now we don't have any fights programmed for now, but were you planning to do a fight this year? What was your plan
Yes,
at the
yes,
beginning?
always. My plan was, you know, right now I need to grow the gym's name. You know, I have to use it as it's a business, right? I have to use the gym as a business, my career as a business. I want to make smart movements. You know, I see these guys, they puff it out so much. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy, I'm gonna kill this guy. No, I want to make smart movements that's gonna take me as far as I can in the shortest period of time. We're not gonna get paid now, you know, to for a fight here and then. So why would I put myself in positions where I can have the last fight of my career where I'm not even gonna make any money out of it? You know what I'm saying? So
That's it.
I have to think about my next move very smartly and. Not just that, I have to think about the gym as well. So whatever I do, I'll use Barbarians MMA as a platform, you know,
Yes.
to get the help that I need there and the help that I need here as well.
That's it. Yeah, that's very smart, man. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
from the jiu-jitsu, you like
Yes.
when you do the jiu-jitsu, do you like more to do no gi or the gi? Which one you like more, Diego?
You know what? I like. I think it's the same on this one. You know, I like the gi a lot. I like the gi a lot. The no gi. You know what? I like moving without a gi, but I like grabbing the guy with a gi.
That's a good
Yeah,
answer.
so he has to have a gi, and I'm no gi, so I like that.
That's a good
Yeah,
answer. Yeah.
definitely that. So the gi again, if I don't have the cardio there, I feel suffocated. You know, inside the gi, I'm like, oh my god, yeah. There's a guy in the
Yeah.
gi trying to choke me out. But when I have the cardio, it's so good. It's so good. But you know what? Doesn't matter how much running you do. Doesn't matter how many weights you lift. When we go back to jiu-jitsu, everyone's gonna be out cardio. Everyone's gonna
Yeah.
be, you know, everyone's gonna be tired because it's a different type of cardio that
Completely
you only
different.
get when
Yeah.
you're doing it.
It's completely different, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
it really push you to the limit. It's very, as you said, it's suffocating. You're
it
like,
is, man. It
wow.
is. Yeah. Even the stretches are suffocating. You know, when you put your feet over your head, it's like you can't breathe. Just
Yeah. That's it.
yeah,
That's it. Just compress all the lungs and everything. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's disgusting.
Look, there's a question that I always ask to everybody. Is like about the training partners. Do
Mm.
you have any favorite training partner that really challenges you and helps you to bring the best out of you?
You know what? There isn't obviously different the different classes, right? Jiu-jitsu are like everyone, man. Everyone is just a beast in jiu-jitsu, you know. I like Richard. Is he a black belt right now or brown belt? I missed the last grade. I was in Brazil. Brazil's like a rock, man. You don't see no updates. It has to be quick.
Richard's brown now, yeah.
Yeah. So
Brown.
Richard, he's a really fun spar. Todd is a really fun spar. Um, everyone really, man. But stand-up wise, in stand-up, I like Jarvis. You know, I like sparring Jarvis because you can't slip on him. You can't rest. Sometimes you feel like he's resting, then he just comes at you. I'm always fun to spar with. Amar comes at it. You know,
Yeah.
he likes to swing for it. Luke is a really fun spar. He pushes you. Yeah, man, there's a lot of nice guys to spar with. Ramon, you know, Ramon,
Ramon,
I like it. I like it. I love it. Well, you know,
he's a beast.
yeah, he's a beast, man. You can never relax, you know. It's that fight pressure because in fighting, the guy is there. That's why it's so tiring to fight. You you, you don't relax. There's no point where you go like, all right, let's go again. There was not that. So you're just there like, oh, oh, oh. And these people, they bring that, you know, they bring that to the table. So you get that same pressure as you do in a fight. So that's why I find it exciting to spar these guys.
Yeah. If for someone that hasn't done MMA before and probably does just jiu-jitsu and is considering, or maybe does MMA class and is thinking about doing a fight, what would be your advice to them, Diego?
What, they want to fight and they only do
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
someone that does jiu-jitsu or does some MMA lessons, but they never went to the cage properly and
Mm.
they considering about doing that. Would you give them an advice? What would be your advice to them?
Do sparring, man. Do sparring. Do lots of sparring. You know, because it's the only sparring will tell you if you're ready or not. You know, you can't lie. I love MMA because it's the only sport where you don't lie about it. If you go home and say, okay, I got home, I trained, I done this, and that. Next day you have to back it up. You know, you are gonna get on the mat, you are gonna perform, and we are gonna watch, and we are gonna comment, and we are gonna see that you done shit. So
Yeah,
you're not doing your cardio the way you're saying you're doing. You're not watching what you're eating. So you know, so I like MMA because of that. If you're not sparring, you are gonna get there, and you will find out things at the wrong time. Like, you
that's
know, you're
it.
gonna get
Yeah.
hit in the face and you'll be like, oh, I don't like getting hit in the face. But that's the wrong time to find that out, man. You know, so I'd
That's
say,
it.
yeah, I'd say spar. Spar as much as you can. Get tough spar. You know, get sparring with people you feel like are way better than you and just feel comfortable in it, being in there. Even though you're getting whooped, just feel comfortable. Just feel comfortable and don't take things personal. When you're doing sparring and you are able to not take things personal, when you get hit really hard in the face and you're like, cool, he's here to get better and I'm here to get better too. So I don't have to get him back right now. I can, you know, wait a little bit, keep sparring them, keep going light, and then boom, I'll hit him back. But people take it personal, they want to hit the guy back straight away. Once you learn that, once you learn to relax and not take things personal, then you're ready to fight.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I was just telling the guys yesterday. I'm not, I cannot punch, but one day the guys at the gym they said, "Oh, on the other gym I used to work, they said they brought like that very big gloves, like
Yeah,
boxing gloves, the biggest one." And then I said, "Andrea, that would be okay. It won't gonna hurt you." And then I said,
that's a
"Okay, let's
setup,
try."
man.
I got them on, and then boom, first couple of points on my head, it was just like,
Who punched
whoa!
you?
It was like.
Oh man, that's a setup.
I was just like, wow. It was like a bell ringing on my head. And then
Yeah,
I just took the gloves off, said, thank you. Let's just stay with the jiu-jitsu, man.
see, yeah. If they come to me, I'll be like, "Oh, you put these gloves on." I'll be like, "No,
Never.
never." There's something going on. I don't think. No, I don't want
No, man.
it.
But I just felt like the punch is not for me, man.
Oh, look, bring them to jiu-jitsu,
Bring them
Andre.
to jiu-jitsu. You're gonna bring them
No.
because that's it. Do you know? But was just because I used to work in a gym, and
Mm,
then we brought some mats there, so to do some jiu-jitsu, and then we were
right.
practicing some jiu-jitsu there, and then the guys they said, oh, the other personal trainers, that people were coming to do jiu-jitsu, and they were like they couldn't handle it because
Yes.
some of the guys that were teaching us, they were like much better than, and people were thinking that's because they were strong, they could handle it. And then they brought these gloves on the following day, and they said, "Oh,
Oh,
okay, so
yeah.
let's see how it goes with the gloves." And Andre just went like, "Oh, happy, yeah, yes."
Let's do this. Oh man.
It was like I went home with a bell on top of my head, man. It was just like crazy.
See, nah, they have a couple of classes and then go back and whoop them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. And Diego, let me ask you something.
Yes, yes.
If you had to go to a pub and then there's a fight in a pub and you have to pick up three guys from Nova Força to help you, who would you pick up?
Ooh.
No Ricardo, no
Oh.
Justin,
Mm.
and no Baker.
Oh man. You know what? I had to get some like real. I don't want to say evil people, but someone who's not afraid to just punch someone in the face in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, not much talking. Like, because I'll be wrong. If there's a fight, if a fight broke up and you with me, just know that I'm wrong. Like, I've done something. So, if you're gonna ask me what happened, mate, we're gonna walk out. We're gonna have to talk it out. You know. So I need you to just go there and punch the guy. Don't ask me what happened because you backing me up. So let's see who can do that. 10. I'll get 10. I'll get Silver 10. 10 the man.
Yeah, 10-10.
But like 10, let's go 10. I think he'd come. We'll just punch someone up without giving reasons. Not Freddy. Definitely not Freddy. I see him commenting. You know, Amar wouldn't ask questions. He'll just start punching. Amar wouldn't ask questions. Yeah. Who else? Who else? I want to get someone else that's going to get beat up with us because this is a weak group. Who else is going to get whooped with us? I got 10 Amar. You know what? I don't know. Look, they both here.
They like
We need someone tall, innit? We need someone tall. I'll get you, Andre, man. I'll get you. I get you with your boxing skills.
You're in trouble. You're in
Head
trouble.
movement. Just head movement. Head movement. We good. You know, yes.
So now we're gonna go to the sparring session of the interview, Diego. Gonna do 5 questions, and you can just answer with one word. You cannot hesitate.
All right.
So it'll be 5 questions now, okay? So it's just the sparring. I do the move, and then you have to react quick.
Jesus.
Best submission.
Oh, triangle.
The most cocky guy at Nova Força.
Most cocky. Jesus Christ. Freddy.
The toughest guy in Nova Força.
Toughest guy in Nova Força. It's Rick. It's boss man. He's a one tough guy, man. Yeah, he's
the best food you like. Your favorite food.
My favorite food. Pasta. I love pasta. Nah, steak. Why did I say pasta? Steak.
That's it. The last one. The worst submission that someone did on you.
Banana split, Jake. It's you can see the guy in the eye, and he's just there, like holding one of your legs with both arms, and then the other legs with his other legs. It's weird. It's a weird position. You know, I don't want to talk about it. You know what? Let me give you. Let me give Rick a shot. I don't know how he does it. You know, I took care of a gym that it wasn't even a third of as big as his is, and it's tough, man. You know, it's a tough job. It's hard. So Rick, you the man. You the man.
That's
you know,
it,
I don't know if you watch it, but if you are, you're the man because it's a tough job, man. It's a tough job. And you deal with some people that you don't want to deal with, you know, in certain days. Because, you know, when you have a headache, man, you get there and you're stressed. You have to keep doing stuff, you know, answer to people. You have to put a smile on your face, even when you don't have one to put in your face. And then someone comes to you and they look at you and be like, oh, I don't think Thai boxing works. You're like, oh, my God, mate. You know, you have to swallow a lot of things in and keep a lot of things bottled in. So, when you see Rick and Rita with smile in the faces, man, praise it. Because
that's
know,
it. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
Oh man, thank you so much. Look,
smiles.
Mauricio just said that Diego
Like
Bravo. Yeah.
He smiles like this.
Mauricio is coming. He's gonna come with us next week. Mauricio is
Nice.
he's in Spain, so he's gonna do the interview with us as well. Rita tomorrow. Man, what will be your final words to the Nova Força team, Diego?
Oh man, I had so many plans to come back. You know, start training again. Seeing you guys. There's a lot happened since I left. And so, I just want all the updates. I want to hear about everything, all the stories, all from the grading, from the dinner party last year that I didn't go to, everything, man, everything. I just want an update, an overall update, and get back on track,
Absolutely,
with all the schedules of the fights. Fusion, I want to be part of Fusion again. I want the title shot. Rick, give me the belt, man. Give me a title shot. Give me
He's
someone to,
watching. The boss is watching there.
yes, someone challenging. I got many questions to answer to myself, fighting wise, my career wise. So, give me someone to answer these questions, please. I'll do good on tickets. I'll do good on tickets.
That's it. Man, thank you so much, Diego. Thank
Thank
you. We're
you.
looking
Thank you.
forward to have you at the gym again.
Yes,
And best of
100%.
luck there with your work and your training. And it was
Thank you so
amazing to
much.
speak with you, brother. Thank you so
Pleasure's mine.
much.
Take care. Bye
Was,
bye.
thank
Gosh.
you. Bye bye. Have a lovely evening,
Bye.
guys. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, guys. Tomorrow, Rita. So be ready, Rita. And if you need to catch up with the interviews we have on the YouTube, okay? Enjoy exercising on the YouTube. See you guys. Thank you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. That was great.